7 ways to survive on a single income. Thinking about making the switch from multiple paychecks to a single income? These suggestions can be beneficial. Assume you've decided it's better for your family to reduce the number of breadwinners from 2 to 1. This may enable one of you to handle more childcare, manage other family obligations, or even return to school. You want to be one of the many Americans who have made the transition successfully with the help of budgeting and savings creativity. Consider these steps before committing to living on one income. 1. Keep an emergency fund. Having a healthy emergency fund can help alleviate the stress of living on one income. It can also help protect you from unanticipated expenses like medical bills or unexpected home or car repairs. Ideally, your fund should be large enough to cover 6 to 9 months of living expenses by the time you become self-sufficient. To get there, set up direct deposit to direct a portion of your paychecks to your savings account and the rest to your checking account while you're both still working. This can help you save more quickly and is a good first step toward learning how to control your spending so you can live on less money. You may also need to make some difficult decisions about what expenses you can cut to help you prepare. See step number 2 for guidance. Use Bank of America's short-term savings calculator to figure out how much you need to save each month for your emergency fund. 2. Create a new budget. Creating your new monthly budget will allow you to make any necessary adjustments before reducing to one paycheck. Consider how much money you'll save by eliminating work-related expenses like commuting, dry cleaning, and lunches, as well as other expenses you'll no longer have, like childcare. Aside from your immediate needs, it's critical to include your savings plan in your budget. You should keep saving for long-term goals such as retirement. If you and your spouse are married and file a joint federal tax return, the working spouse may be able to contribute to both an employer-sponsored retirement plan and an individual retirement account, IRA, while the non-working spouse may be able to contribute to a separate, tax-advantaged spousal IRA. 3. Begin cutting costs as soon as possible. You have a better idea of what spending cuts you need to make now that you've determined how much you'll bring home and how much you'll save on work-related expenses. Make a list of all your monthly expenses, circle anything you can live without, and begin cutting. Depending on your circumstances, this could range from canceling gym memberships and cable to selling a second car or moving into more affordable housing. These processes can take months, so don't put it off. 4. Pay off your debts. High-interest debt from a credit card, car loan, or student loan can be a budget buster, making living on one income impractical. Be willing to push back your timeline if it means having less debt in the long run. Calculate how long it would take you to pay off your debt if you were still a 2-income household, taking into account the extra money you've saved as a result of the cuts you made in step 3. 5. Think about tax withholding. Examine your income tax withholding to see if it needs to be adjusted due to your lower annual income. You may be able to increase your allowances, which means less money will be deducted from your paycheck each month. If you are unsure whether your withholding needs to be adjusted, consult with a tax professional or contact the IRS directly. If withholding changes affect your net income, make sure to adjust your budget accordingly. 6. Invest time rather than money. While your family will have less money in the future, you will have more time to devote to activities with your children, a new hobby, or home improvements. You may no longer need to hire help with housekeeping, lawn care, or babysitting, or you may no longer need to rely on takeout for lunch or dinner because no one has time to cook. However, many people will not want to completely disconnect from the working world. Staying professionally engaged is important if you intend to return to the workforce in the future. Maintain contact with your network. A small amount of freelance or consulting work can help you keep your foot in the door and earn extra money. 7. Plan your financial management strategy. Some families decide that whoever has more time should handle financial matters, whereas others prefer to involve both partners. As part of this process, you should review your bank accounts. Some couples keep a joint checking account, while others believe that having 2 linked checking accounts for easy transfers makes it easier to track finances. It's a good idea to continue saving some of your family's income. It can be made easier by using direct deposit or automatic transfers from a checking account to a savings account. Whatever system works best for you, the non-working partner must have access to funds. Following these 7 steps will provide you with a much clearer picture of your financial future. Remember, while the transition to living on a single income can be daunting, you might be surprised by what's possible with planning and a strategic approach.